Good morning. We're doing a little Wednesday, June 25th garden update. Starting here at the greenhouse. Got almost everything out of here. Planted up most of my coleus in pots up around the house where it's shadier. Got some yarrow. This basil's coming back. It's looking pretty good. I gotta find a spot out for that. Succulents in the little nursery pots are doing pretty good. Starting to root in. More yarrow. I have to build some beds for this yarrow. Probably won't get it done until the fall because we're just busy this summer, but I got some big gallon pots I can put this stuff in. Hopefully it'll hold over until fall. Some mint, some horehound, some lovage, a couple other little herbs. A couple of lupines came up. I actually think that might be a weed, so I didn't get any lupines. These are lupine seeds from my lupines I planted a bunch of years ago. And I didn't get any germination, so I kind of have a hard time with lupines. I've tried them before from packet seeds. Didn't work. Don't know. So doing something wrong. I'm not burying them. I'm putting them on the surface, so. But that's the greenhouse. Not much left in here. I could probably move that stuff outside. I've got calendulas blooming. They look amazing. Sage is done blooming. I gotta cut that all back real hard. Lemon balm back here. I've been harvesting off of that and drying it for tea and such. I've got these peas. I don't know if they're turning kind of yellow. I don't know if that's what they do when they're done. I've never grown peas before. None of the other pea plants, just this one. So I'm wondering if maybe it got severed down low or something. I don't know. We'll see. Still getting tons of peas on it though. We've been eating peas for weeks. Nasturtiums are starting to bloom. These are so pretty. This is Alaska mix. Getting a long trailer here. This is kale I've been harvesting on. Onions are looking good in this pot. Some spinach going to seed. I'm going to see if I can get seeds from that so I don't have to buy spinach seeds. More peas, a bunch of dill, some big dill, and calendula in this pot too. And some Thai basil, more spinach going to seed, some more onions, some more of that same kind of kale. And I've got, this is my table nursery with my white sage. This again was for beds we were going to build up by the house, but we just haven't done it. So I don't know. I don't have any spots out here for these. I might put them in 5-gallon bags, but these are a super tender annual, so they won't be here next year. They might got wasted this year, and I don't think I'm going to grow them next year because they're just really hard to germinate. And we have acreage on the eastern part of our state where wild sage grows that's good for smudging and burning. So I've been using that, and it's been working really good. So I might leave the white sage. Chives are looking good. Bunch more lavender. I'm trying to give some of this away. There's like 5 different varieties of lavender, but I'm terrible at marking, so I don't know which are which. But you can tell from the leaf structure, there's different. This one's a kind of a longer, broader leaf. This is a smaller, more tight leaf. Here's a broader one again. So I don't really care what variety they are. They're all gorgeous to me. So these are my zucchinis getting big. Lettuce, probably could start harvesting out of there. This lettuce is looking really good. And this lettuce I've been harvesting off of. This is the Paris Island Caesar or romaine, which I absolutely love. It's my favorite lettuce. I think it's the only one I'm going to grow next year. I just love it. Let's see, this bed over here, beans are looking good. They're starting to bulk up and get tall and get flowers on them. Some more spinach I let go to seed. This mammoth dill, which is mammoth. It's a huge dill. Been eating that in salads. Garlic, that's got about another month to go. And more calendula. This is all self-seeded calendula in here. And there's more beans along the side. And some dill back there. This bed was kind of a catch-all. I kind of have a rule, if stuff kind of self-seeds or volunteers, I don't take it out because I think it deserves to be there, which is kind of dumb when you're doing production garden, but maybe next year I'll change. So this is my cilantro going to seed. I don't buy that anymore. I let it all go to seed, or let a certain few plants go to seed and then collect that seed. And I always have way more than I can use, so I give away a lot of that. In one of my containers, baby's breath looks amazing. I called this alyssum the whole last video, I noticed, and that's not alyssum, that's lobelia. That's Cascade variety that I started from seed. It's all blooming and it looks great. More calendula, sunflower, Mexican sunflower in here. This is this is a nice big sage in here. And then more garlic. It's looking really good. This yellow tips is normal. Been watering, and I think I've fertilized this twice. I just use Alaska fish fertilizer. More nasturtium. Another pot that's the same as that other side. Baby's breath, Mexican sunflower. Those are getting a bunch of buds on them. Lobelia down there. Some calendula. These daisies are still in this, hanging out to get transplanted somewhere else. Got a ton of buds on them. Those are going to be pretty. Some more baby's breath, lobelia, calendula, Mexican sunflower, more peas everywhere. They're huge, they look great, they taste amazing. Never grown those before, but they really produce. Okay, over here, the herb bed. Got some lovage back there. This sage looks really good. It looks way better than the one in the pot. So I'm going to try to get that one out of the pot and into this bed this fall when I clean this bed out. Lavender blooming, oregano, marjoram. Thyme needs to get cut back. It's out of control. Blooming, might even be going to seed here. Still trying to get these creeping jennies to, kind of a little creeping jenny nursery, trying to get those to root in so I can transplant them into pots. Some more oregano, some mint back in there. That's all rose campion, which I love. More thyme. The borage is blooming. It's so cute. I just love borage. It's adorable. And this one's not as big as it got last year, but last year it was up to the top of this fence. But it's still early days. It might still grow. Another lavender back there. More calendula. This is a different variety. Another gorgeous sage. And this bed, holy cow, celery is amazing. I've been cutting celery and putting it in salads. It's not, let me see if I could set my coffee down. It's got these really thin stems, but they're super celery-like. I mean, it just tastes like celery. So I don't know if those are gonna bulk up. This one's getting pretty thick. I know you have to tie these together so they blanch. I might have to watch a couple videos on celery. Some more cilantro. Another borage, the self-seeder right here that I left in that's getting huge. I'm gonna have to take that out of there. Some of my lettuce is starting to bolt. It's beautiful. But yeah, this lettuce just took off in the last couple weeks. I've been harvesting out of this. Every day we eat a huge salad. These nasturtiums are insane. And they're full of blooms. There's just blooms everywhere. Orange and yellow. It's huge. This thing is huge. That's a huge nasturtium. This rose campion. Geraniums are starting to get buds on them, so those are going to bloom pretty soon. More calendula, more peas, more of the Paris Island lettuce. Been eating this, a lot of this. It's probably going to be gone here in the next week. Little empty spot. I put a bunch of lettuce seeds in here, but none of them really germinated, so I think I'm watering too hard and the seeds are getting washed away, because that happened over here too. Oh, there's a big slug on my lettuce. Great. I'll have to come back for him. The beets are bulking up. See if I can show you the beets. There's the beets. They're starting to bulk up. That one's probably ready to come out. I pickle all my beets because I don't grow that many, but I love them pickled. So I like to pick them when they're a little on the smaller side. More peas and dill, tons of peas, baby's breath in here. The onion seeds, those are starting to bloom, so there's going to be seeds in each one of those little white heads. So I'm hoping that works out. Probably will be a few months, probably September I'll be able to pick the seeds. Dill's going to seed, making flower heads, they're so pretty. Some more nasturtium, some more kale, zinnias, and the calendulas, more baby's breath. I got a lot of repeats here, but I do a few different things and then just put them everywhere instead of having too many different things. I feel that's easier for me to deal with and handle and plan for. Peas, peas, peas. Put a bunch of lettuce seed in here too, and none of them have germinated, so I'm gonna try that again. And more cilantro and the dill in here. This is lettuce, and these are starting to come up a little, so this batch is doing a little better. I bought a bunch of lettuce seeds off of Amazon. I bought like a 15 pack with 15 different varieties of lettuce. And those aren't germinating, so maybe that's a lesson. Don't buy seeds off Amazon. I googled the brand that they were, and it was from America. They're not Chinese seeds or anything, but they're just not germinating. So here's some more of those pretty nasturtiums. This is Alaska mix. They're starting to get trailers. They're going everywhere. They're just gorgeous. There's my wormwood. It's taller than me now, and I'm 5'11", so it looks amazing. Some more geraniums. Chamomile. I gotta start picking chamomile here pretty quick. Some more calendula and zinnias and baby's breath in this corner. And parsley's gotta get harvested here. One of my first harvest probably in the next week. Got some more beans here, bush beans, and a couple different onions. And my main bed of onions are looking amazing. Getting tall, tops are flopping over. Some lettuce along the side here that's germinating. Basil. What are you nerds doing? Nerds? Where are you going? You never know if they're going to play or fight. I got cucumbers coming up here. These are Japanese cucumbers. I got to get about 6 inches taller before I can start training them up my funky trellis here. But they're doing great. Beets are doing amazing in here. And calendulas and baby's breath at the front. And then I've got radishes in here that are doing great. I've been picking these all week. And probably need to get these out here in the next week or so and put another batch or something else in here. Gets a little warm for radishes, but I don't mind. I like spicy, so when they get spicy, I'm fine with that. Some lettuce, tiny baby lettuces, more cucumbers, and my sunflowers are getting tall. They look pretty good. And butternut squash in this bed. Doing great. Not setting any fruit yet or making any flowers, but it's still early days. These have just been in the ground for about a little over 3 weeks, and they're about 2 feet tall, so. Oh, there's a tiny frog. Oh, little baby frog. So cute. These are all kabocha squash in this bed with some butternuts at the front. And my giant pumpkins are getting giant. The leaves are probably a foot across. There's just 2 in there. It's kind of an experiment. But they look amazing. Real good. And I've got cosmos and calendula and zinnias in this bed. front side of the kabochas. It's hard to show how big they are on camera, but they are giant. It's the front of these beds. Sunflowers. Calendula, baby's breath, onions. Alright, let's turn over here. And in these grow bags, I've got 9 different kinds of peppers, 2 each per bag. They're starting to put some growth on. Got some eggplants, 2 different kinds of eggplants, I just transplanted them, so they're a little stunted. They always kind of stop when you transplant them, and it takes them a couple weeks to figure out, oh, and now I start growing. Some cherry tomatoes that are finally starting to put a little growth on. I got 3 per bag in here because I just started way too many. So there's 9 cherry tomatoes in these 3 bags. We'll see how that goes. It might be too much. And these are also some cherry tomatoes. There's 2 in this bag. They look pretty good. And these are my San Marzano sauce tomatoes. I got 1 per bag here. I gave away several of these. They were easier to give away. Nobody wanted cherry tomatoes because everybody can grow those. So, well, everybody can grow San Marzanos. People just don't think about it. But you can just freeze these in Ziplocs, and then when I need to make chili or spaghetti or lasagna or whatever, I pull them out of the freezer, stew them till they break down, and then run them through a food mill and get all the seeds and skin out, and you have the best sauce ever. So here we are back at the greenhouse. So just a quick little tour today of what's going on, little update. Things are going like crazy out here. It looks amazing. It's kind of June 25th, things kind of peak, and then I hate to say it, but it's kind of all downhill from here. Things look amazing. Stuff still will mature and you'll be able to harvest all the way through October, but as far as the way how it looks gorgeous right now. I just love it. I think I'll do a container update again because stuff on the porch is starting to, that bed right there, wow, that's so pretty. Stuff on the porch is starting to grow, and I've got all my stuff in the shade that I never showed you last time. So I've got a bunch of coleus that's starting to grow, and it's looking real nice. So that's it. That's end of June update. I'll see you in a couple weeks. Happy gardening.